What's going on, everyone? Alex Da Silva, Happy as Larry Group. I hope you are well and welcome to your daily dose of happiness. I hope you're having an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Sending you love, happiness, peace and fulfillment today. I hope this carries with you, throughout your day and throughout your week. Today I want to talk about something which I've started to discover how important it is for our healing journey. Something that I thought I was working through, and I actually discovered that I was actually trying to push away areas of myself and my life that actually I need to embody. So what are they? So it's the dark self, the light self, and the grey. So we have these three areas. Obviously the light, we all know, it's the happy, peaceful, the part we enjoy the most, where we feel that love and that energy and that fulfillment, and we would just want to share it with the world. And we have the dark self, the dark side of us, the shadow self. And that often tends to be the ego, the fear, the traumas, the experiences that we've had, the things that we carry with us throughout our journeys and our lives. And then we have the grey, which is that part of balance, the part in between. So I wanted to talk to you guys about each individual one today and to share with you why each of them are so important and the benefits of becoming one with self and embracing everything that you are and embracing all of these experiences. So the shadow self, as I continue to discover, as I'm working through myself and as I work with others, so the experiences have allowed me to see that the dark side of us, the shadow side, is a place of healing. What does that mean? A place of healing, because this is where we carry a lot of our experiences. As I mentioned, we carry trauma, fear, depression, anxiety, ego, you name it, anything, addictions, mental health issues, and the list can go on. And this is where a lot of that is stored. That energy is stored. We are a huge energy system, and everything is stored in our bodies in loads of different places. And if you are going through something right now and you feel tension around your neck or your back or your heart or your lungs and your legs, your hips, your head, you name it, we're holding energies in these different places. And throughout time, as we grow up and as we go through our livelihoods and we have so many different experiences through personal, work, relationships, friendships, day-to-day life, we pick up energies from others, from people, from places, events, and we store these. So these usually get stored. Anything that's negative, anything that doesn't serve us or serve the purpose previously, but we haven't dealt with it, what we usually tend to do and what we've been told and shown to do is to, let's just not deal with this. Let's just box this up and let's just put it in Pandora's box and I'll deal with it another time. And often this is what we do. I'll deal with this another time. And the brain keeps count. The brain remembers everything. So does your body. And we have to learn how to deal with this. We have to be courageous, we have to be brave, we have to have faith and open that shadow self and look at what's inside. Why? There's a book that called The Body Keeps Count, and it's a fantastic book. And the thing that I've started to learn is the body, as I said, stores energies in different places and they manifest in different ways. Cold sores, sores in your mouth, in your body, diseases, you name it. These things can manifest in so many different ways. And the reason why they do this, the reason why these things happen to us, this is a way of our bodies telling us that we need to let go of this energy. This no longer serves. The experience is gone, but we keep hanging on to these things. Resentment, anger, past relationships, things that have happened to us previously, things that we've done to others that we regret and we have remorse. So, and the body will keep storing these energies unless we find a way of releasing it. So that's what the dark side, the shadow self, that's what it's there. It stores all of these things for us, and we've kind of demonized it actually into thinking that it's something that's evil, something that's bad, and we keep labeling these things when actually this is your place for healing. This is your place for healing. This is my place for healing. And I've had to do a lot of healing, over the last few years. And I started to really learn to connect with that shadow self. I wanted to run away from it as fast as I possibly could. And I've had some very, very interesting experiences, very dark experiences with it too. But because I kept running away from it, it kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And somebody said to me not long ago, and they said, well, why don't you ask why it keeps coming back? And I said, actually, that's such a great point. Why didn't I just ask? What do you need me to do? Because I did with certain things. I did ask with certain things because I started to learn a little bit more about it. But this journey, the more you release, the more comes up. The more you release, the more comes up. And that's the healing process. That's what the shadow's there to do, is to help you heal through this process. So I thought, okay, well, let's try this. So in meditation, I was told, connect with everything. So I looked at that shadow self, and I continue to do it now. If I feel something, I say, okay, what do you need to show me? What do I need to know? Why has this come up now? And sometimes the answers come, and sometimes it doesn't even need an answer. It just needs acceptance. It just needs acknowledgement. And it's as easy as that. It's not running away from that, because it's who you are. It's you. You're not running away from anything else other than yourself. So look into that shadow self, do the work, and start to connect with that part of you, that area that we tend to ignore and demonize, when actually it's everything that we need in order for us to heal. So then let's move on to the light side, which is that place of living. And we live every day. We live, we smile, we love, we cry, we resent, we anger, we do everything. But we live. That's what living is all about. Living is about experiencing. Life is about living. Is about having these experiences, these knowledges, these educations, and and just being able to put one foot in front of the other and continuously learn, grow, develop, learn, grow, develop. That's what that light side is. And we love that side because that's where fun is. That's where everything that we love is. Even when I talk about it, I smile. Because that's the part that we all love. That's the part that we all enjoy. But that needs work too. That needs work too. And I'll explain why. Let's move on to the next one, which is the grey area. That grey part. Which, when you say grey, or when I say grey, it can come across as, well, what does that mean? Is it just kind of the sort of bit in between? Well, actually, yes and no. The grey area of our lives is the place of being. The place of being. It's the place where you connect the shadow side with the light side, and you connect everything together. And it becomes that grey part, that area of balance, synchronicity, where we connect with everything that we are. We connect with the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the joy, the fear, the stress, the anxiety. We connect with everything. And we allow that to just be. We don't fight against it. We don't try to push it away. We don't try to demonize it or label it. What we do is we just be. We just accept. That is the place of being. And connecting the two together allows us to be everything that we are. I'll say it again. By connecting the two together, it allows us to be everything that we are. Everything that we are. And sometimes when we feel lost in life and we don't know what's going on for us, or we're experiencing the light and all of a sudden the shadow comes and knocks us, and we don't want that there. But it's trying to teach us a lesson. It's trying to get us closer to that light. It's trying to show us, if you want to be more of this, you have to deal with this. You have to go through that challenge. You have to work with me. And I started to realize that the less and less I push, the more and more I welcome it. The joyful, everything just becomes clearer and clearer. And I become calmer and calmer. My intuition becomes more effective. I start to see things clearer. I start to think, feel, experience everything clearer. I'm raising my vibrations. I'm raising my energy levels. I'm raising my creativity. How I love, how I care, how I educate, how I learn, how I teach. My day-to-day life is different because I welcome it. And I say, okay, what do you need me to learn today? What do you need to show me? Shadow, show me. Shadow is a place where we sit and we heal. When we do ceremonies, when we go through, these places, and even in ancient times and with tribes, they do everything at night, or they do it in place of darkness, with very few candles and other ornaments and things that are, that are placed, in that sacred space. And the reason is because that's what we're doing. We're healing. That's your healing platform. And I remember as a kid, I used to be petrified of the dark. I used to be so scared of the dark. And now I love it. I love it because it's a place where I can just sit and just connect and understand that we are the dark, we are the light, and we are the grey. We are everything there is. So understanding these three areas is so important if you're going through a healing journey, or if you want to find out more, if you want to explore, then you need to learn to work with these three things. You need to learn to work with yourself and look at these three key areas of your life, because that's where the healing is most effective. Because we're very comfortable at doing the things that we want to do, but we're really not comfortable with looking at the things that can really bring us pain and trauma. But the thing is we keep living and living and living that pain, that trauma, the anger, the mental illness, the addiction, whatever it may be. We keep living and living and living in that because we never look at it. We're too scared. But don't be scared. Be brave, have faith, and trust that the reason you have to look at that is so you can release it. And the release doesn't take long. It happens quickly when you're ready for it to leave, when you're ready for it to happen. So if you're going through your healing journey, whatever that may be, therapy, counseling, coaching, whether you're doing breath work, you're part of ceremonies, or you're learning about yoga, meditation, exercise, you're training for something, you want to be the best version of yourself, you're going to encounter that shadow side. You're going to encounter that. So if you do, and when you do, embrace it, bring it into meditation, bring it into the ceremony, bring it into therapy, bring it into, whatever it is that you're doing that's helping you to get through, because that is needed in order for you to continue to become that best version of you. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experiences. If you're going through this or you've been through this, I'd love to know what your experience has been, where you've connected your shadow side, your light side, and you're connected with the grey. That beautiful part where we just become one with everything. Have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, be great, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal today. And if you love the videos, subscribe so you can watch more of the videos. Hit that like button, because it's always nice to know that you've liked it and I can keep doing more of them for you. And leave your comments. I love to interact with you and find out how much these videos are benefiting you. I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care.